good? What's good? Live in effect on Tuesday again, baby. Watching a review, woke culture, and shit like that. I'm gonna watch the ups and downs too. That a video that they uploaded that I didn't see. But yeah, I'm still waiting on my boy Predomius, cause I already know, like, psychologically he didn't reply back. I don't gotta look. I'm trying to put not fucking with these stock bitches out. I'm trying to put that song out. Like I said, it's been like a lot of months since I've actually really released any type of music. So it's been a long time, it feels like, since I released music and shit. I'm trying to put that out for y'all, but we'll see what happens. My guy joins the song, then we'll have it out for you. But he hasn't texted me back yet, so I can't put the song out. When he texts me back, you'll have it out, released on all platforms. I am on, not to brag or for bragging rights, but my song Rated is on a blogging site. They posted me on a blogging site, which basically gets your music heard from other people, other outlets, and all that stuff, basically. Which I'm doing, to me, I'm doing good stuff as far as music goes, from that aspect, from that front, from that end, you know. So my day so far, I woke up, showered, uh, texted my girl because she's been sick. See, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's not okay, like, it's not like I'm spilling everything. It's not okay to tell, if she's self-conscious, every single person. Like, my cousins don't know I have a girlfriend. Like, they don't know. I didn't tell them, so I know how to keep my shit under wraps. Only the people I've told know. That's that. You know? That's about it. Other than that, like the cousins, any of them, wait, yeah, huh? I told them, so they know. That's about it. The inner circle and family around me. But it's a respect thing. If somebody's like self conscious and they don't want the whole world knowing, you gotta abide by that. You gotta respect that. There's certain people out there who just self conscious about people knowing certain stuff, so you just gotta not say much about that shit. You know, that's just it. I'm not out here telling that person or that person or that person. Shoot. My cousin Cheesy doesn't know. My cousin Marquela, she knows, but yeah, I didn't tell Cheesy about it. I didn't tell certain people about it because it's not for the whole world to know, you know. Not everybody needs to know you're in a relationship and shit like that. But my grandma told me last night when I was watching wrestling that people got shot up. I don't be nosy, but people gossip and talk. But you know, I might be sometimes a little bit, but people got hit up and shit at the store at Walmart, I believe, which is glorified. The reason why it doesn't stop is because people glorify it, and it's been going on for years. Like I said in Raid, the more they continue to glorify this and allow it to happen and continue to do it, there's a saying, uh, doing the same thing and expecting different results. It's common sense and logic. People do the same thing, pick up a gun, and then that's where the cycle continues. See, this is knowledge, my KJ anoints. I'm a lot smarter than people think. If you continue to do the same thing constantly, that becomes a routine, it becomes a pattern. You can't change something that you continue to do unless you really want to change that. Shit, I might watch the shit I watch. I wasn't before, but that's only because it stops me from cheating. I observe, and I've met some great friends through it. They're not always just on the site fucking. They play games. They talk about different stuff. Like, I play my game sometimes when they game. Like Axel and Emily. Like, I love them, bro. Like, they're really good friends. They're good people. They're good folks. Outside of the obvious, like family and stuff like that, you know? So, those are some of my friends. My one homie, Travis, I haven't heard from him in a while. He kind of went ghost on me again. My friend of 7, 8, which feels like almost. He says 2013. I said 2015. I got a good memory. No, 2016, 20. Yeah, 2016. I've got a good memory. It was 2016 because that's when I first met him in school. But other than that, like, we haven't been really in contact, so I'm not sure. I've texted, bro. See, I could be vulnerable with my KJ anoids too, though. I get vulnerable with family too, like, you know, you know. Like, if you assume something, you're never gonna get out of that. Like, you know, you can't assume shit. Like, I used to assume stuff. I told myself constantly, hey, this is gonna be different. This relationship's gonna be different. And you know, next month on the 17th, marking 2 months, bro. 2 months of us being together. Cause, you know, we don't talk about, I don't talk about sex a lot and shit like that. I try to talk about different topics. You don't bring that up until your partner brings it up. That's something I've learned, you know. You don't talk about it unless they talk about it. That's just some advice for anybody right there. Don't bring that shit up unless they bring it up to you. That's how your relationship's gonna last longer if you just be patient. I'm an Aquarius, and Aquarius don't really have a lot of patience, but I'm learning patience. I've been learning for a few years to be patient. You know, I try. Today I woke up, like I said, did my thing. Now I'm live with my KJ anoids. You know, watched a good ass movie. It's on my channel. I reviewed it. Called "There's Nothing Out There." Very effective kills. Very effective movie. Good scenes. Good acting. A lot of nudity. I will give you that. There's a lot of nudity. For it to be an older movie, like, them girls from back in the day, boy. Girls from back in the day. It's not like I'm talking about, like, another female, you know? It's in the movie. But girls from back in the day, that's a 1991 film. That's like 31 years ago. 30 years ago or so. Girls from back in the day in some of these movies like Slumber Party, Massacre, There's Nothing Out There. I'll tell you one thing, boy. You think girls now look good, bro? Which they do. But back in the days, girls looked real good. There's only a few women who, like, value themselves. Like, my gram's one of them. She values herself highly, which is wonderful. She's not freaky, she's not sexual, she's not none of that. You know, it's okay to be that way with your partner, and a lot of girls just have respect and standards. She has high standards. Like Pop said, gotta respect it. She not out here in these streets wandering, flashing, showing off, you know, like certain women out there probably are, stripping, but you do what you do for money, but gotta keep that over there though. But even back in the day, women had them same higher standards and same respect for themselves. You can tell through them, well, slightly, but some of them girls back in the day, bro, just looked very well put together. That's all I'm gonna say. I noticed shit, and I noticed that. Hell yeah. Next topic at hand. Let's see. Money in the Bank. What a pay-per-view it's gonna be. Dominic and Cody. I think Cody wins unless Judgment Day gets involved and causes them to lose. Uh, shit. Uh, Money in the Bank for the women. I think that goes to Io or Becky, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv after Ronda took her out. Obviously coming for revenge. I think obviously Ronda and Shayna are gonna retain. Uh, what else? Uh, I think LA Knight or Logan Paul is gonna win the men's match. And Bloodline Civil Warfare. After everything that Roman did to Jay, to the manipulation, to just mistreating his family like dog shit, and all this and that, from Hell in a Cell to blase. But I think the Usos get their revenge. Hands down, I've called that and I've said that. That's the right decision that needs to be made. Absolutely the right decision that needs to be made. Real talk. And yeah, that's pretty much the pay-per-view so far. 5 matches. Last night's Raw was good. Nah, it was shit show. Clearly had Vince all over it, but I still watched it. Like DC said, JD said, I watch out of habit of and hope. I've been critiquing wrestling since I was a young jit. Yeah, I'm only 23 years old, but I still critique wrestling like anybody else, you know? Just like anybody else, bro. You definitely have to have a certain voice, the gift of gab, you know, knowledge of it, like common sense and logic. Without that, you don't have that, not knowing what you're talking about, you're just going to be sounding like you're just babbling the babble, basically, and just talk, you know? So, yeah. 13 minutes on live. Woo woo! And that's because I was just, you know, I just been talking to y'all and shit. My KJ annoys. Because I love my KJ annoys. I love my family too, but I love my KJ annoys, you know? Y'all my supporters. Y'all's what's gonna make me big on social media, you know? And like I said, whoever helps me out, they gonna get a shout out. Simple as that. You get a shout out. It's a beneficial relationship, like I always say. You help me benefit, I hope you benefit. Simple as that. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's an old saying too. See, I've been hitting y'all with the old sayings today, like doing the same thing, expecting different results. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. See, I'm about to get the gab out today, baby. I'm using common sense and logic, bro. But I told y'all my predictions. Let me know y'all predictions if you're a wrestling fan and you watch wrestling on that event this Saturday at a special start time, 3 p.m. I don't know if there will be a kickoff show. I'll have to see come that day, but we will see what happens. Most of my predictions on Raw when I was going over the show, I was pretty accurate last night, so we'll see if I'm accurate on my picks on Saturday or not. that nigga MJF cheated. He used his dynamite diamond ring. Well, pulled the ref in the middle of Tanahashi. Used his ring. That's what heels do, though. And the dude's out of character too. Like, I mean, keeps kayfabe too. Like, he's a dick outside of his character too, which for a lot of people can make the best type of heels. I think I'm not too keen on heels, but he portrays the character of a heel well. I'll give him that. You know, I'll let that opinion be known. He really knows how to get under a person's skin. I wasn't always a CM Punk fan, but when he came back and shit like that, I started to be a fan and really get behind him. My favorite is John Cena, but yeah, I never forget the Money in the Bank CM Punk walkout, him beating Cena. I was mad, disappointed, but I digress. That was a decade ago. But yeah, my God, Punk beat Kojima at Forbidden Door with that GTS. Thought it was gonna be Kenta, GTS versus GTS. The ultimate battle of the GTSs. That's what I would call it. Cause they both got the same finisher. Of course he's gonna win. Of course the Elite was gonna win. Of course Tony Storm was gonna win. Of course Bryan Danielson. Of course Will Ospreay was gonna win. Of course the Mogul Embassy was gonna win. I can go on and on with who I thought was gonna win. You know, we looking sexy today. Our skin complexion is on point. You know what I mean? Orange Cassidy, obviously, putting on banger after banger when people don't think he's a good professional wrestler out here, showing people what he can do. Man, put on bangers against Shibata, Daniel Garcia, Zack Sabre Jr., which I'm not too keen or familiar with. That shit was a banger though. It's a great match. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch that match. If you haven't seen the pay-per-view. I'm sexy and I know it, and I'm not afraid to show it. But yeah, I've been consistent really this whole month with YouTube and shit like that. And I said I would be, and I stuck to that. I always stick to my word when I say I'll like do something on YouTube and stuff like that. We're gonna go live for 20 minutes though, cause last night the other day I did the whole 30. Today I'll do the good little 20 minutes with my KJ Anoints. Shit like that. Wee! Woo, 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 woo. Remember this line? I love you, when he was talking to the rake. Cat that. You dirty hoe. Oh shit, that's a classic line. After he said I love you, he took it back and then he called the rake a dirty yo when he was talking to the rake. That shit still kills me to this day. But I'm gonna hop off this piece.